What makes your 30s better than your 20s? By 30s, I get more comfortable disappointing others in small ways in order to avoid burning myself out. Young enough to have fun, just old enough to know how. Realizing peace is actually more attractive than drama. I like my 30s better because I still looked good and I was a lot more confident. Higher income. 20s is for dreaming, 30s is for doing. In my 20s, I was shy, naive, and a people pleaser. In my 30s, I'm confident, self-assured, want to meet my own expectations, and I don't care what others think. Depends on what you value. Your 30s are usually much more emotional in a sentimental type of way. Your 20s are usually much more exciting and adventurous. You don't give a fuck anymore, and you have more figured out. I'm gonna be 40 this year, and I can't wait. I have a lot more free time to learn/experiment with hobbies, and a lot more money. But I am just starting my 30s, so let's see. The stress of society expectations are lifted. There is so much pressure to do things in your 20s, get married, buy a house, and have kids. Like you're some type of old hag if you don't do this by 30. But once you turn 30, you realize nothing bad is actually going to happen. And you begin to love yourself with hanging on to those societal pressures. 30 is 20 without all the baggage. Earning way more, got your childhood insecurities and issues in check, hopefully. More confident, more calm, have a better sense of self, still in great physical shape, can afford to travel and have hobbies and not eating 3-day-old pizza. Hopefully prefrontal development and money, but given the current state of the world, neither of those are happening. You know more about who you are and are not, who your meaningful friends for life are, and who are just college/party/bar friends. Prioritize more tangible things and appreciate peace and quiet with enough fun mixed in to break up the work cycle. I'm 29, but I already know the answer. Stability. In my 20s, I moved 5 times and went on dozens of first dates and had 4 different jobs. My career still isn't sorted out, but I just got married and bought a house. We were lucky enough to be able to get a house that'll work for us for the foreseeable future rather than a starter home. So I won't have to move in my 30s, and I just get to lay out a nice life with my husband. You've generally settled into yourself and your life goals a bit more, which means you can focus in on the routines that'll make you happy and comfortable. You just generally get more adept at living a nice life because you've had more time to figure out what makes you happy and what isn't worth your time. Money. Being in poverty in my 20s was a nightmare. Age and experience, but still youthful enough to enjoy yourself. Money. And not giving a fuck in general. Not being as big of an idiot without even realizing it. Knowing shit. Experience. The hormones in your brain that tell you to care about what people think begin to reduce. 40 was even better. Maturity. After 30 seconds, I realized that happiness starts with you, not with others. I don't have student loans anymore. Paid them off at 27. I also look better because I had weight loss surgery at 34 and am not heavy like I was in my 20s. As someone who is 60, 30 is the best, hot enough to have fun and old enough to know better. Doctors start treating you a bit more seriously. You have more money.